I'm on a mission to find the best free DaVinci Resolve plugins, so I turned to the one place where I knew everyone would agree: Reddit. I dug through the DaVinci Resolve subreddit, pulled their most recommended plugins, and then put them to the test to help you build an S-tier plugin stack, starting with Picture-in-Picture Pro. One Reddit user pointed to Picture-in-Picture Pro, a free DaVinci Resolve plugin from Patrick Sterling that lets you build picture-in-picture layouts directly on the edit page. It's especially useful for streamers and talking head content. It gives you full control over size, shape, and position without needing to touch Fusion or keyframing manually. And if that already feels like a massive workflow upgrade, the next creator also shows up all over Reddit for their free plugins. Let's talk about Mr. Alex Tech. Mr. Alex Tech came up over and over again on the DaVinci Resolve subreddit, so I did a deeper dive into his plugins, and it's easy to see why he's so widely recommended. First plugin that I took a look at was Magic Animate. It lets you apply dynamic animations like whips, spins, zooms, and dissolves directly in the edit page without keyframing anything. So it's a fast way to add movement and polish without breaking your workflow or slowing you down. Magic Subtitle is where things get really powerful too. It works with any SRT file to generate animated subtitles across your entire timeline. So from there, you can then tweak spelling, enable a write-on effect, control capitalization, pacing, punctuation. You get it, there's a lot of different parameters that you can control with Magic Subtitle. And then finally, Magic Zoom makes it really easy to punch in at specific moments. So this is perfect for emphasizing details or beats in the edit without fiddling with keyframes across your entire timeline. But if motion and text aren't necessarily your bottleneck, then the next plugin Reddit users swear by tackles something every editor struggles with: sound design. Reddit users kept recommending Soundly Placeit as a go-to audio plugin, especially for editors who want better sounding audio without needing a degree in advanced audio engineering. Soundly Placeit simulates how your audio would sound in real environments with over 40 different spaces to choose from. The controls and interface are really simple and beginner friendly. It really helps to cement the dialogue and make the effects feel grounded in the scene instead of just sitting above them. As a bonus, Soundly also offers a really clean, intuitive EQ plugin that's specifically designed for filmmakers and the EQing tasks that are most common for filmmakers. Of course, any sound design tool is only as good as the assets that you feed into it, which is exactly where Storyblocks comes in. With Storyblocks, you have access to unlimited downloads of royalty-free sound effects and music, with new content being added regularly. Beyond audio, Storyblocks also has stock footage and a wide range of DaVinci Resolve templates, including transitions, title animations, icons, and effects that you can drop straight into your timeline. Now, all of these templates are created by professional motion graphics artists, which is really great for adding polish without needing to build everything from scratch. If you'd like to learn more, you can click the link above or in the description down below. And next up, Reddit pointed me towards a free color tool that might just completely change how you grade in Resolve. A handful of Reddit users specifically recommended the free JP2499 DCTL, so I tested it myself, and quickly it became one of my go-to tools for setting up a clean, repeatable color pipeline in DaVinci Resolve. The 2499 DCTL functions as a custom transform, converting your footage into a Rec 709 space while replacing parts of Resolve's default color management. The result is a more physically accurate image and a simpler node structure. Once your footage is properly transformed, you can then confidently apply creative LUTs on top, including the LUT packs and Hollywood style presets that are available on Storyblocks. If you want a deeper understanding of what 2499 is doing under the hood and when it actually makes sense to use, Colin Kelly has an excellent breakdown that I've linked in the description below as well. And if color isn't your bottleneck, the next plugin that Reddit kept pointing to is sure to stylistically level up your videos. Reddit users pointed me toward Paper Animator by Mr. Justin Edits as a really easy way to pull off collage and mixed media motion directly inside Resolve. It's a Resolve plugin that allows you to create animated paper cutout effects on the edit page without needing to manually keyframe shapes or rely on pre-rendered overlays. The motion feels really organic and imperfect, which is exactly what you want to go for this sort of effect. But you can still control several parameters while keeping the node and timeline setup clean. It's especially useful for scrapbook, collage, and mixed media aesthetics, which are all visual styles we break down in detail in Storyblocks 2026 Video Trends Guide, which I've linked in the description down below. And finally, I've saved one of the most visually satisfying plugins Reddit users recommended for last. Slow shutter effects typically look best when they're captured in camera. So when I found Reddit users recommending a plugin that could convincingly recreate the look directly on the edit page, I had to try it out. Slow Shutter by The Creative Herd uses temporal frame accumulation to simulate long exposure motion, creating real motion trails instead of simple directional blur. You can control trail length, fall off, and motion blur, which makes it really easy to dial in anything from subtle motion emphasis to more stylized streaking. It's not a full replacement for true in-camera slow motion shutter, but it's really close, and it's a fast way to get these effects in the edit page without having to jump into Fusion. Phew. Reddit really is one of the best places to uncover DaVinci Resolve plugins. I hope that I found you a few new favorites, but I'm almost certain that there's some great ones I missed. If there's a plugin you swear by, go ahead and drop it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.